Hi, first grade. So I'm going to do my own lesson for writing today, and I want you to let me know if it's better with the Super Kids writing lesson or with me. I feel like sometimes the Super Kids writing lesson is more thorough, which can be a good thing, or it can be make things more confusing. So let me know if you are listening and watching this, what you prefer. Okay, so you're going to be using resource page 1 for this. And since it's our last unit, we're going to be talking and thinking about things from the past in first grade, things that happened. Okay. Today, we're going to think of a memorable event. That's two big words. Pretty much all it means is something from first grade that you remember. Okay, something that sticks out that happened in first grade. Okay, now in the beginning of the year, Mrs. Elvis wasn't here. Okay, Miss Allen was with you, and there are tons of things that you did with her that you can pick. You might pick the first day of school. You might pick Halloween, and when you had your first holiday party and changed into your costume. You might pick Americanism when you went on stage and sang the songs in front of all of those people. Okay. You also might pick something like when the firefighters came to visit for firefighting week. Okay. Fire prevention week. These are all topics that you can pick of things that happened in first grade, but you might pick other ones. You might pick when our first dojo party was and what we did. Okay. Now I'm going to show you an example. You can choose to pause the video throughout and do yours, or you can just watch mine as I do it and then fill out yours later. That's your choice, okay? So my example is going to be my topic for my memorable event is breakfast with Santa. Now, this was only a couple days when Mrs. Elvis was back with you guys, and I remember it so clearly. So my topic is breakfast with Santa. You'll notice that I'm just getting my ideas ready, so I don't have any complete sentences yet. And then I'm just going to answer the questions about this event when we had breakfast with Santa. So the first question says, when did it happen? Well, it's not even a full question. It just says when it happened. So I know this happened in December because December is when Christmas is. And I also know I can be a little bit more specific. I can give you more details. It was before winter break. It was the last day of school before we had that long winter break. What you did is the next box. And I can tell you a ton of things we did that day, but I'm just going to pick a couple of my favorite things. Remember, these are events that stuck out to me. I remember this so clearly. We sat on Santa's lap. We ate breakfast in the classroom. We had hot chocolate. We wore pajamas. Okay, and I'm actually fixing a mistake that I made. In between each of my ideas, there is a comma. I'm not doing complete sentences. I'm just listing things. That's why there's no uppercases. That's why this is a little line underneath it saying thinks I'm wrong because it wants me to make it uppercase. But we're not doing complete sentences on our idea page, okay? So I have commas in between. And you'll notice the S in Santa is uppercase. Who thinks they know why? Good, because that's his special name. It needs to be uppercase. And there's an apostrophe S. Oh, because it's his lap. He owns it. That's why. Okay. So those were the couple things I remembered from my topic, breakfast with Santa. Okay. And then the last part says what you thought or felt. And I remember being very excited and happy. It was a great day with everybody. I was excited because we were going to have a break. And I was happy because everyone looked so wonderful in their pajamas and was smiling. We were watching a movie, having tons of breakfast food. I just had a great time. So that's what I was feeling and what I thought. You might want to pick Breakfast with Santa also. You can. And you might have some of the same things as Mrs. Elvis. I just don't want it to look exactly the same. So it shouldn't say exactly the same words in the same spots. But if you pick this event, because it is a really, really big event in first grade, that's totally fine. And you might have some of the same ideas. Okay, so that's all you're doing today for writing. Remember, let me know if you prefer when I explain it or when Super Kids explains it. I will not be offended because I firmly believe that Super Kids explains it much more thorough than I do. But again, that might be a little more confusing. So let me know which one you prefer. Okay? Good luck, guys.